What's going on, guys? The NHL 23 gameplay trailer just dropped. If you haven't watched that yet, I recommend going and checking that out before you watch my video. It's almost 5 minutes long, so a bit too long to kind of rewatch here with you guys, but I'm going to be summarizing some things, giving you my thoughts on what I saw in the trailer. So first things first is the last chance puck movement. Very excited for this new aspect of gameplay. It has to do with any time your player receives contact, you're making a desperation move to either make a shot or a pass. Right there you can see falling down makes the pass. Gensel here, as he gets bumped, still gets off the shot. Zibanejad, same thing. So I think this really opens up the kind of ice here in terms of what you can create in the offensive zone. A little push or whatever isn't going to get you off the puck, as you can see here in NHL 22. Now I will say, sometimes I feel like I hit a guy harder than that and he just gets rubbed off the puck and holds on to it. So, hopefully you still can land a big hit that does knock a guy off the puck. He's unable to kind of do one of these moves, or if he does, it's very hard. Like right there, I think that was Henrique dove out to make that chop there to just kind of wrap the puck behind the boards. Again, I think it's a very cool animation. I think it's definitely going to add a new aspect of gameplay where you guys can see them motion capping that in real life. So I think they said something like 500 new animations, which is honestly just ridiculous. As well, too, because it's used on offense, you can see there is being used on defense as well. Suzuki there goes for a little bit of a tumble. Kind of funny looking that animation, but I think it's kind of realistic. Obviously, guys are always going to be trying to make a play on the puck. Now, as I mentioned, guys, I'm very excited for this last chance puck movement feature, but during that part of the trailer, there's a few things that caught my eye. First things first, I noticed that these fans of the Seattle Kraken Arena are sitting in, like, card chairs. I'm pretty sure those are actual seats they should be sitting in. I'm not sure why they're card chairs. I, try to double check with the actual arena because I haven't been there in real life. Like, the railing and everything looks right. I just think those should be real seats. Next thing here, guys, you might notice 76 on defense. So guy controlling red gets the puck. Look at this. He gets pushed, makes a nice last chance puck movement pass while falling. The puck goes pretty much right through 76's feet. In case you missed that, watch it again. 76 has his eye on the puck, and you can see he kind of turns last second as the pass comes. I think trying to intercept it. The puck's right next to his skate. How does he not get a stick or something on it? So I'm still a little bit worried because I think they said that's something that they fixed in regards to, your defenseman actually getting in the way of the passing lanes, picking up loose pucks. Right there, that should have been picked up in my opinion. Luckily, Gibson here, I think at least that's Gibson in net, is able to make a big save on Matty Beniers there with the cross crease attempt. And now the next thing the trailer covers, guys, is the new power play and penalty kill strategies in NHL 23. And a lot of people are huge on the strategies. So you know how the 1-3-1 in the game, which is huge. I would say it's probably the most popular power play strategy in the actual NHL. So good to see that now in the game. To counter that, they've actually added the 1-1-2 penalty kill formation, also known as the triangle +1, just to obviously make it balanced. As well, too, you can actually see here with the special team edit line screen, you can see the headshot, which I like. You can also see kind of where they stand on the ice, opposed to it just being like, the 4-player names in a little square or whatever. So this looks a lot sharper. I know the power play is the same thing. I'm not sure if forward and defense are actually going to show them on the ice. I guess for that doesn't really matter, but this of course is going to help give people a visualization of how the players are setting up. You can see to the overalls here: Derek Grant 79, Silverberg 82, Fowler 85, Shankirk 83. I feel like those are actually pretty decent overall ratings. I think next year it's actually going to show this penalty kill strategy being utilized in game here. So again, the triangle +1. And real quick, guys, as I was saying in the video, I noticed in the Knights Arena, you'll see there's a giant gap on the left side here. You got a cameraman, a photographer, but that's way too much empty space. Same thing going on the right side. You got a single cameraman there. Now I did go and check, and the Golden Knights Arena does have a bit of empty space due to the tunnels, but it's not that much. I think in game, the empty space literally goes from the corner all the way to the bench, which is just not the case in real life at all. So I feel like that's something that could definitely be fixed. And next, you guys, the power play at the line screen. So you can see there are 3 roles: distributor, finisher, and puck carrier. Puck carrier is the one who's leaning on to gain the offensive zone, responsible for distributing the puck on the rush, carrying the puck into the zone, or dumping it in if there's no space for clean entry. Alex Pietrangelo is the puck carrier here. Usually as a defenseman, I'd probably have Pietrangelo on the point instead of Mark Giasseau, but that is what it is. Stevenson there is the finisher, so obviously he's the guy you're trying to get that puck to actually be the one to score the goals. Think Alex Ovechkin in his slot, so you'd have him where Pietrangelo is on screen right now. Washington's always trying to, feed him the puck in the power play, let him rip one home, the easy goal. And then speaking of, getting Ovechkin the puck, next would be the distributor. This is the kind of main guy who's setting up the plays. So on Washington, for instance, it'd be Nick Backstrom, but obviously that's kind of like your go-to playmaker. And in regards to ratings too, guys, you can see here, Eichel, Pietrangelo, and Stone, all 89s. I feel like Eichel, Pietrangelo are probably fine there, but Stone should definitely be 90+. As well, too, Eichel, Pietrangelo, no zone ability. Stevenson 85, Marchessault 86, neither of them have X Factors. I really feel like EA is underutilizing the X Factor feature. I think any 85 plus should have at least one. I'm not sure why they're so stingy with them. As well too, guys, I think it's going to show here the new face-off formation. So this is so cool. You can actually have different guys take the face-offs than your center. So I think of Colorado Avalanche. Landeskog actually takes a lot more draws than McKinnon because he's better in the face-off circle, but McKinnon is kind of the better center, the better two-way game. So you can actually have Landeskog take those draws while McKinnon still plays center. So I think that's a very cool feature to have added here. And of course, right here, you can just see the new 1-3-1 power play in action. Oh my gosh, guys, I have to pause it here for 1 second. We're looking at the Anaheim Ducks power play. Trevor Zegras is an 87 in-game. I feel like he got a bit of the cover boy boost there. Obviously, solid rookie season. He put up 60 points. He's going to have probably like 95 deking. 87 overall for Zegras, though, seems like a lot right off the bat. I mean, if he's an 87, Lucas Raymond better be at least an 86, or I'm going to go to EA and I'm going to have some fighting words with somebody. You got Comtois 80, Terry 86, Strome 85. I feel like those are all pretty decent. I might have Strome like one lower. Zegras, of course, with that new skilled up X Factor, which I think they actually talk about later. And again, you can see the different roles there, the power play formation. Of course, this is actually going to affect how your players play. So whoever the puck carrier is, that's who's going to try and bring that puck into the zone. They're going to give it to the distributor, who of course is going to look for the finisher. So again, I think the best example of this would be like Washington Capitals having Carlson carrying the puck up, giving it to Backstrom, Backstrom trying to find Ovi to finish the power play and score the goal. After that, guys, it actually talks about a pretty cool new feature, which is coach adjustments. Basically, it's now just kind of easier to make quick adjustments on the fly during the game. You can see here, lockdown defense, accept decline. So if you're up by 3, why be aggressive? Lock down your defense, have a bit more of a passive, conservative gameplay strategy. Pull the goalie, so now instead of pressing like LB and back, which is like 2 buttons, you can just quickly hold up on the D-pad, which I think is a lot easier to do on the fly while playing the game. Some other things there, lockdown defense. Again, if you're up at the game, push for offense. If you're down by a couple, those make sense. X Factors, as I mentioned, Zegras there, new Skilled Up ability. I think I actually mentioned this in the reveal trailer, but Skilled Up is one of 2 new X Factors. Gives your players exceptional ability at performing lacrosse moves, and greatly increases the ease of executing lacrosse passes and shots. So again, this fits Zegras perfectly, which is why they gave it to him. Right there you can see him scoring the Michigan goal. Right there, you got a little cross pass to Nurse. Now, actually, one thing I want to point out in this one, guys, I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt and say somebody probably had to get that goal recorded for the trailer, and they probably put it to like, beginner difficulty, but what is 51 doing? Nurse is staying behind him, unprotected, able to score this like lacrosse pass goal without anyone on her. 51 has no one near him. He's literally just on his own island, looking worse than a pylon, to be honest. So again, I don't know if the defense there, but like I said, give them the benefit of the doubt and say it's probably because it was on beginner difficulty and they're just trying to get that goal scored easily. Now, the second of the 2 new X Factors, Relentless, phenomenal at performing off-balance and desperation plays on the puck. Greatly increase the shot and pass accuracy when performing passive shots after contact. For me, the best example of this would be like Bobby Orr. Obviously, his famous goal there, falling down. And so here's a good clip of Nurse getting pushed in the back and still being able to get that shot off. Again, I think just here's some more gameplay clips. Johnny Gaudreau, first look at him on Columbus. I saw that they actually had Bergeron on Boston, so good to see that. They've already added that. Next year, artificial intelligence. I like the fact Red Wings are actually being shown here in the trailer. Also, guys, Dylan Larkin has the wheel zone ability now. That is amazing to see. He did not have that in NHL 22. He only had the superstar ability, so to see him actually get some respect there on his speed is awesome. Passes to Bertuzzi there for the clap, and Husso with a great glove save there on the one-timer. Insane. So basically what they said is they've added a ton of new goalie animations, before only available to the human goalies. Now the AI goalies can do them as well. You can see Allen there making a nice cross-crease save. I believe this one is something like 300 new goalie animations, which is honestly pretty incredible. And now in the trailer, they also mentioned they improved goalie intelligence by rewarding better positioning and puck tracking. So hopefully we actually see that in the gameplay. I feel like it's going to take, a lot of hours to actually notice those subtle differences. This is a very cool new feature. You can see Schwartz here actually pointing to the open man in Matty Beniers. Vince Dunn should see him, should make that pass. Let's see if he does it. After the circle's there, Dunn gives it to Beniers. There you go. I'm honestly a big fan of little details like this, as I feel it just makes the gameplay that much more realistic. Next here, you got 95 on Seattle. I'm not sure who that is. Lifting his stick up to say he's, going for the line change there. Again, small detail, but really should make the gameplay more realistic. You can see on defense, Oshie pointing at the guy that needs to get covered. He's doing so with his eyes closed. Again, We're going to have to give them the benefit of the doubt there. I don't know what's going on. Maybe Yoshi got something in his eyes. I have no idea. And now in this next part, guys, they addressed some of the biggest community feedback. The first being updated pass assist. It's actually something I mentioned in my NHL 23 wishlist video, guys. It was so annoying seeing a guy wide open. You make the pass and it's way off target or goes to somebody not even part of the play. They said specifically powered passes and passes outside your vision are going to be the main ones that are actually boosted by this. So good to see them doing something about that. As that was probably one of my two main gameplay gripes. The other, I would say, is updated interceptions, otherwise known as puck pickup. So that has been improved as well. You can see here on defense, they actually get the stick on the puck there. The puck doesn't go through the stick. Now right there, the puck goes behind the player, as you know, it's kind of hard to get your stick behind yourself. So that's a nice pass, but if that went through his legs and still got through him with a stick down or whatever, then we'd obviously have a bit more to complain about. Updated poke checking as well. And now I actually want to play this next part, guys. I think it's really important.
We've also heard your feedback around poke checks. So we reduced player movement speed while in the defensive skill stick and decreased the effectiveness of poke checks when chasing or in a poor position. In addition, we increased puck carrier speed to create more separation between players and ensure that the fastest skaters in the league act like it.
So I think everything mentioned there was huge, guys. Obviously, the first thing was the exploit being fixed. No longer do you get an extra speed boost while holding down the defensive skill stick. That was just dumb. It's now hard to poke check from behind when chasing players. I'm sure that'll lead to, you know, more penalties, or at the very least more missed pokes. And then the third thing is actually players being faster while holding the puck. So now hopefully, if you have McDavid and you fly by Tyler Myers on defense, he's not going to be able to just turn and catch up to you like it's nothing. Like, you're actually going to see that explosiveness, that acceleration, and that gap in speed. So those three things mentioned there, I think, are going to be very, very huge for gameplay in 23. And that's pretty much it for the trailer, guys. After that, they just talk about the roadmap they have leading up to NHL 23, what trailers are going to release next. I should mention, too, they actually tweeted out a picture of the Chrome Visor. It is back in the game, so anyone who's waiting for that, you will now have it in 23, which is very, very cool. But that's going to do it, guys, for the video. Again, I'm excited for the new gameplay features. I think there obviously are still some issues I saw in that trailer, but if that can be cleaned up, I think, you know, gameplay in 23 could be some of the best NHL gameplay we've had yet. So as always, guys, love to hear your thoughts on the trailer in the comments section. If you did enjoy this one, leave that thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed yet, hit the button down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a nice day. Goodbye.